I mean, that's the right way to do it from my standpoint.
Yeah, right.
Undercook the brownies just a little tiny
Just
bit.
like the cookies in high school.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Where you can lift it
Oh
up.
god.
And you can just see it drooping.
Oh god. You folks are gonna love this. When we were in high school, we were absolutely spoiled rotten as far as the food that we got.
This is before the health kick that people came in with the food stuff. And
Okay. Well, this is gonna be the most American break we've had yet. But so when I was a freshman in high school, so when I was 14. We got a brand new high school in our town, and
overpaid for it. But that's another.
Yeah, I spent a bloody fortune on it. But because we got the brand new facility, the kitchen facilities had to come up to code and had to meet certain state regulations or whatever. As a result, we were in this weird position where because we had the timing of the completion of the high school coincided with like a week and a half after the kids moved in. Because of that, we actually applied for like an extension to adhere to the governor's menu. So what happened was there was this governor's menu, and you could choose between 5 or 6 menus before the school year started, and that's what you had to cook and provide to the students. Well, we weren't actually required to adhere to the menu because we were given like a 3-year grace period or something like that.
Yeah.
So we got the ingredients, and the cooks were really cool. The cooks at the high school were like, well, these kids aren't going to eat this. So we're going to take these ingredients, since we don't actually have to adhere to it, and make whatever we feel like cooking. So we were spoiled rotten. And one of the desserts they used to make a lot, because they got a ton of sugar, brown sugar, and flour, was cookies. Regular chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, or M&M cookies.
And they were so deliciously, disgustingly full of butter that the butter wouldn't always properly mix during cooking, and you could see it like floating on top of the cookie. Like you'd bite into the cookie and it would like ooze down your down your
so
chin.
delicious.
Right. Oh, it was so delicious. Like there were kids there in our high school that would spend their entire lunch money on these cookies.
And just cookies.
Yeah, that was lunch.
I mean, there were times I would. I'll be honest.
So we had like the hot lunch, we had the salad bar, we had the deli, we had the pizza line, we had
and by the
pasta.
way, the first 2 years that we had pizza, it wasn't like
shitty high school pizza. No,
Right.
it was
It was
delivered
delivered
from the
from
pizza
across the
joint
street.
across the street.
Yeah.
And we live 2 hours north of we live 2 hours outside of New York City, so you can imagine it's damn good pizza.
Yeah, and we're an hour and a half from New Haven, which also has damn good pizza.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we are in some manners a suburb of New York City.
yeah,
In some respects, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
It's a bit of a stretch, but
so yeah, we were, and which also means we had the Northeast delis as our deli. Oh yeah, so we were spoiled totally rotten in high school. Then we went to college and were stuck with Sodexo,
Yeah.
which is just the worst food on earth. But everyone else is like, oh, this is better than what I got in high school. I'm like, this is terrible food. So after lunch was served, there's a window that would open up, and that was supposed to be the dessert window, but it wound up being just the cookie window.
Yep.
And there'd be a line that would perform for this window. And it wasn't just the dessert line, it was the cookie line. And we had 5 lunches, so 1,600, 1,700 kids in the school can't all go to lunch at once. So you divide it into like 5 sections of lunch.
Right, with 300 kids in a lunch.
And by the 4th lunch, you were out of cookies. You had no chance of getting cookies.
Nope.
So it was always so disappointing when you found out in that first day of school that you had 4th lunch because there was no way you'd get cookies.